has been boosted of the country and the economy, how the economy is growing. So if the economy is booming and the economy is growing, and the growth, which they have not succeeded in having growth over 2% for 10 years, and for the last 3 quarters, the country economy is slipping. We're heading into a recession. Would you say that the country and the economy is booming?
Listen me, that recession talk, me not hear anybody talk about that. I just recently hear some people talk about that. Like, where you guys get that from about Jamaica heading into a recession?
Well,
Is that from the BOJ?
Hold on. If you have 4 quarters of negative growth, that doesn't mean
recession. No, hold on, no. But inflation does not mean recession, though.
I didn't speak of inflation.
No, but if you have
negative growth. Negative growth.
But guess what? The negative growth don't equate to a recession. That's the whole argument. So where you guys get this recession talk from?
If you have 4 consecutive quarters of negative growth, you are in a recession.
No, but hold on, my general.
Of any economist,
but hold on.
Any scholar, that is the meaning. That is the meaning of recession.
But hold on, my general. But who has officially announced that? Who said that? I'm asking if the DOJ has notified us that we are in a recession, or even EPOC or those entities. Have they notified us?
Research Bank of Jamaica and research EPOC.
No. I'm asking if they have said that we are in a recession.
They said we are heading into a recession.
I'm asking, that's not my question. I'm asking you if they're saying we are in a recession.
No, and in are headed into 2 different conversations.
Right, because one is the present and one is the future, right?
Yeah,
exactly.
Right. So cool. So that's a projection, right?
That is the projection.
All right.
Based.
Cool.
Hold on.
Yes.
The projection is based on the declining economy for the last 3 quarters.
Right. All right. I understand that part. But let's look at this though, right?
And to put some more meat on the bone, the last quarter is projected to decline by between 0.5 and 1.5.
Right, but we're speaking about the government
in the negative.
Pulling out.
In the negative.
Yeah, but we're speaking about the 250 million US where them pull out of the agreement regarding the airport, right? And they're using it to do infrastructure development with the whole Spark program, and they are also giving back taxpayers at $20,000. So what me I say is that what is wrong with that now?
Let me tell you what.
But hold on, Mr. Blair. No, man. Let
me answer.
Yeah, but you are my virgin. You have to give somebody else a chance.
Let me answer him up.
Yeah. Let me answer call, then I come in call. Big up yourself, Carlos.
Yeah, man.
Yeah. One of the problems I have with that, you see, is that the government said, and the apparatus of the Jamaica Labour Party has said, this government has not borrowed any money since only come into government. The 240 million US will be classified as a loan, which will be paid yearly by the revenue which they use to gather from the airport aircraft. So you are going to add that money also
and
the $260 million, which $260 billion, which the Minister of Finance borrowed his last loan. So the question now is the government borrowing money to finance the economy, or the economy is run on the booming and the growth of the economy?
All right, so let me answer that quick and fast there. Who actually owns the airport? Who owns it? The government, right?
No.
The-
The
the- the-
government
No.
leased out the airport.
No,
But
no, I'm
the,
asking you. I'm asking you who
no,
own
the
it. Well,
government,
well, I know.
it's
Well,
No,
been leased out.
PGA did it leased out from in the 90s.
all right, but hold on now. But hold on now. Remember, I said the government still right. Remember,
Call it the
who
head
run
tax.
the airport? The
No,
airport
no, no,
authority
no,
of
no, no.
Jamaica, right? Hold
It's
on,
a
brother man.
statutory organization. No.
Hold
No,
on,
hold on now. Me
Now you're
understand with the whole Mexican thing, Me understand with the whole deal where them do. Same thing with over MBJ. I'm just saying is this now. The government is pulling revenue from where? The airport, right?
It belongs to the government. The
Taxes.
government get head tax from
Thank you
it.
very much. Thank you very much. So the reality is this now. If they are pulling out future revenues to address present issues in terms of development, me still a try to get a logical response as to what is wrong with that. Because to say that it's alone, is to say that they are taking it from somewhere else. They're taking it from the airport where them actually have a revenue system and them say, all right, based on the projected
But
revenue,
you're
we're
dodging
going
the
into this
question.
deal.
You're dodging the question. He asked if the $11 billion that was used.
Listen, I think I might get no eagle. You're
Hold on,
just
but if you
coming.
answer the question about the $11 billion that was used, that you're dodging that part of it.
Yeah, hold on there. We can't answer that,
I
but
mean,
you
hold
have
on
to
there.
wait a minute.
Hold on. I don't understand what you mean that dodging the question about 11 billion.
You're
What do you mean by
talking
the 11
about
billion?
all you talk about is the Spark program. Mr.
And the tax.
You ask you if it is if you think it was wise to use $11 billion of
Yes,
that
it
money.
is wise. Yes,
Okay.
it is
Yes,
wise.
of
That's the
course
question
it
he
Yes, it
asked.
is wise.
Of course,
Yes.
because at the end of the day,
Yes, it is wise.
at the end
Of
of the
our
day,
money.
you are giving back taxpayers something. What is wrong with that? And
Our
you know
money.
that it's going to people are going to spend it, people are gonna do this and do that. Nothing is wrong with that.
Yeah,
It's
but hold
taxpayers'
on,
money.
my virgin.
Yeah.
But let me say this. Me have to address my friend Hugh Blair. Hugh Blair in recent time, the epoch boss there. When named Duncan,
Yeah.
and Duncan come from a family of traditional PNP. So
True.
I don't have him as a mouthpiece for the government, none at all. And him said the other day, said the government had meet all of his target. Just the reason, just about a week ago, said the government has met all of his target. And on the other hand, he warned the government not to make too much election promise. And then not, in other words, say, not to make no run with it promise. Right? Just like when that mean in 2000. And the rest is history. We don't know the famous speech to run with it and support. So the point where I get to Mr. Blair with is this. Is to say that there is no evidence of no recession up to now. There is none. And the BOJ does not come up, put out a ads or an article in the paper or in the electronic news for say we are heading a recession. And the BOJ is the official government source, a government mouthpiece. So
100% facts.
So I don't know where this argument about recession has come from. I don't know. Is it a PNP
Because
argument?
we're looking at archives way of running a country. And guys, one point I would like to make, sorry for just cutting in, but if you look at Amazon model, how Amazon start to where Amazon is today, and the government is using a similar model to scale the country and the economy. Amazon showed losses for over 10 years. But while you were showing losses on the books one way, they were growing assets and revenue the other way. So then eventually you level off with a trajectory growth of constant. That money that he gave back to the people, that's what you call injecting money into economy to keep your economy going. Because that money will be spent directly in all communities. And that's what he did. Plain and simple.
Okay, if I will agree with your interpretation of putting back the money in the economy, putting back that money in the economy, wouldn't that cause inflation to go up?
No.
No, it won't.
Would it cause inflation to go down?
No, the only time you cause inflation is when you take a lot of outside money that you have to resurface and inject too quickly. It show a quick growth, but a deep dive after. Because when you spend, it tapers off and then it goes down into a hole because now you have to service it. What he did is take future earnings just now. So all he did literally, instead of projecting, let's say he was going to make $20 billion a year off of the government from the airport, he's now going to make $8 billion a year for the next how many years? But what it does, he fixed and streamlined the infrastructure to align with the growth based on more people coming to the island, made by air, by sea, and that's what he did.
You know, listen, I honestly think that sometimes, right?
On a point of correction. On a point of correction. The tourism industry is down by 19%.
Hold on. What do you mean by that, though? What you just said a while ago?
I was responding. Listen, hold on. The gentleman said that is projected and more people coming to the island. So
no, but you just said the tourism industry is down 19%.
Hold on, man.
Yes.
Hold on.
Yeah, make him
The
finish.
tourism industry is down by 19%. That would mean that less persons would be coming to Jamaica.
No, you ask a question and you tell me. What is it, yeah?
Right.
I am responding to JR. JR said when them take the money, that will make more people come to Jamaica. And I am saying,
No, I never said make more. I said projected more. It's a difference.
It's a projection.
Right.
And
Everything is done in projection.
I am saying that the tourism industry declined by 19% this year.
Is that a statement of fact?
Just suppose both of them together now.
No, is that a statement of fact? What you said a while ago? No, hold on, let me ask him. That 90%, you say? That's a statement of fact?
The tourism industry declined by 19%.
Hold on. What's the force of this argument?
Where you get this from?
Where you get this from?
Where you get that from, Sir Blair?
Right.
You see, we cannot reason in a vacuum. If you are going to reason, you have to make sure you have some level of research done
and facts,
some level of information.
Right.
Yeah.
Understand? We cannot reason without having the facts.
Hold on.
Right, so that's what I'm asking you.
Hold on. Imhotep, hold on. That's what I'm telling you, say, at some more Shanstam, you see, when we have decorum, brother, we invite intellect on your platform. Me, I'm supposed to be the least smartest person for your platform. But this is what we talk about, brother. PMP go around and propagate a lot of lies, bro. While people come to your platform may be gullible to the lies, bro. So the man just tell a big fat lie and actually stop it, bro.
A fat lie, and him know too.
And him know says a lie, bro. Him know says a lie. They might double the number, you know.
You think you believe when I say?
I am a foreigner.
But you yourself surely not believe that. Me know
right. Right.
You yourself not believe that.
My time, please.
Sure, doctor. Go through, doctor. Long time did I hold it, Mr. Cole.
Yeah, hold it, Sir Cole.
I wonder why that when the PNP come out and said something and point to the article, it is a lie. But when the JLP come out and say something from the same article, it is gospel. I wonder why.
So, doctor, correct me in this regard then.
Right.
Which article?
Correct about the 9% decline.
19%. Correct us about
19% decline.
Start there, doctor.
Right? No. Let me start from EPAC are coming down. And all these rhetoric about economy are grow.
But quick, your promises that they're gonna get to the 19%, please. Because we don't want to lose.
Yes, man.
All right, thanks.
Yes, man. But all indications shown by EPAC that the economy no grow. It grew by 0.01%. 4 quarters of deceleration, right? Meaning that the country don't grow over the last 3 quarters, right? And this quarter's coming up, if it cannot pass those tests, right, we're heading into a recession, right? Now, we keep on talking about government don't borrow no money. That's a lie. And you're using
I'm sorry. I'm sorry. I'm gonna give you back the mic quick and fast. You're saying that if they don't pass the tests, we are heading into a recession, right?
But which test?
No, right? Right. So pretty much
the
you are using
quarterly
a
test,
hypothetical.
the
Yes.
growth
So hold on. But
the
what I'm
growth
saying.
test.
Yeah, but I'm gonna give you back the
Kevin,
mic. I'm gonna give you back the mic. But let me just say this quick and fast. You are using a hypothetical, speculative argument to validate an argument about Jamaica being in a recession. You can go ahead.
No, I never said Jamaica is in a recession.
No, I
If
see.
we
You're
do
saying if
not
they don't
pass
pass, right? If they don't
quarters,
pass, so that's a hypothetical
right,
argument.
No, but
right, by
that I know where your comment friend Mr. Blair say no. Mr. Blair
by
said something totally
no,
contrary to the argument.
Right.
You are saying.
Hold on, Dr. Cole. Hold on, Dr. Cole. Dennis Strong. And Carlos know who is Dennis Strong. 3 days ago, projected that the economy will be contracted by 0.5 to 1.5% negatively.
Dennis Chung is not the BOJ governor. When the BOJ governor says that, that's when it carry the weight. He's an
All right,
economist, not an
okay.
economist. I
No,
speculate.
since you go there,
You'd appreciate that though, Mr. Blair.
hold on, Carlos. Let me answer to Imhotep. Since you go there, go on the BOJ website and look at the numbers for the last 3 quarters. 0.1, 0.2,
Okay.
2.8% decline in the economy.
Okay.
And the fourth quarter is projected to decline
but it
by
happened yet.
0.5 and 1.5%.
What I need for war on the asses. I want to hear Mr. Cole because I now get Mr. Cole get ready for this.
So you him ask
I want Mr. Cole wrap up.
Yeah.
Let Mr. Cole wrap up.
That finish up now.
Let Mr. Cole wrap up.
so as according to Dennis Strong, that if the economy no grow this quarter by 2.74, right? That we're in a crisis, right? So 2016, when Mr. Holness get this country, we owe $2 trillion. Yet no money no borrow, but our debt moved from 2 trillion to $2.3 trillion. When you talk about the head tax at the airport, future earning, it is borrowed money. I lease somewhere from you.
Hold on,
Right?
Mr. Cole. Hold on. Me really sorry, but me have to stop you this because me not understand what you're saying.
You have to let him finish. Let him
government-
explain to you. Let him finish.
No, but me I get old. I'm easy to forget things. I mean, I want to forget. Me want to understand what is it you're saying. The tax and then the government won it, and then the government won the revenue.
If you let him complete the statement, you will understand what he's saying. Let the man finish.
All right, let him finish. All right.
You lease me a piece of property, right? And then you come to me and say, give me $11.4 billion for 12 years. We're going to call it future earnings. The government didn't borrow it from the government. The government did not borrow the money from the government. He borrowed from the airport authority, right? I own the building, I rent you the building, and I come to you and say, lend me 12 years of money for the future of the building, and I give you a lend millennium.
So are you saying that the airport authority of Jamaica is separate from the government?
The airport authority is leased out to the Mexican.
Yeah, but I'm asking you, is the airport authority of Jamaica
The
separate
airport
from the government?
authority
Yes.
Yes, I will. Yes, I will say that because if I lease it out,
How is
I
it
don't own
separate?
it
No, hold on, man. The airport authority
because
of
I lease
Jamaica.
it out.
Just listen up. I'm
I
saying,
lease it out.
how is the airport
All
authority?
right.
Just listen to me. I say quick and fast. How is the airport authority of Jamaica
Mm.
separate from the government when it is under the Ministry of Transport?
The
That's
Ministry of
why
Transport
it's
on the
not.
response. Well, I know the Ministry of Transport on the response for the daily activity of flight coming in, flying coming out, the maintenance of the airport and so forth.
All I'm saying is the airport authority of Jamaica
No,
is a,
the
is a part
Ministry
of the
of
government.
Transportation, the Ministry
That's
of
all me I say.
Transportation, the Ministry of Transportation only responds for the daily activity of the airport.
But that's
Just like
fine.
how
All me I
you
say
All
is that
right.
the airport
All
authority
right.
of
But
Jamaica
like
is a
hear
how
me
part
now.
I
of the
own a
government.
car,
Hear me now.
just like how I own a car,
Yeah. But
my
let me
car,
ask this
me
though.
still have to pay tax to drive on the
Yeah,
road, me still have to pass cities
is
and
it
so forth.
all
The
right?
government can have a
No,
car.
but me want to ask you this too, Mr. Cole, because me kinda at a loss. What is wrong with
You will
if
be at
you
last.
what is wrong with if you pay me rent in advance? What wrong with that? If me
You borrow my money.
if me rent your house and you pay me some money
Mm-hmm.
in advance, what is couple months
Mm-hmm.
rent in advance? What wrong with that? Now you not
You
save
borrow my
yourself.
money. You
But
come
the
to, you
thing is,
come
in
to
the
me and tell
future,
me,
No,
no.
me want
Yeah,
to
You
answer
yeah,
know
that
but I
what I mean?
question.
think I
One
think what
second,
you
Carl.
guys
One
what
second.
you
Let me
One
tell
guys
you
are
wrong.
second.
being
One second. One
Let me tell you
confusing
second.
wrong with it.
One
is
second.
debt.
One second. Me
Let
just
me tell
want to
you
ask you
wrong
what
with it.
Carl
Confusing
said.
You
is
come
debt,
to
and it's
me.
not a debt.
Well, Mr.
Yeah.
Cole, before you
You
answer, me just
come
want
to
to
me
ask you
and
what
tell me
Carl
that you're
said.
people sick.
Doc. Hold on,
Mm-hmm.
Doc. To add to what Carl said. Yeah. So, because me rent out or lease out my place under my place anymore?
You have no authority over the place to time the lease or the contract up. It's my place,
no,
you know.
but
Not
it's
the
the
Yeah, but
franchise
futures.
list in your name.
what me say? So
Yeah,
what me say? Me lease it here for
that's
10
a
years.
broad statement that has
But me say
nothing
me
of
lease here for
fact.
10 years, right? But instead of you pay me yearly, you go pay me a lump sum of money. It
No,
means
that was
that
not the
what
contract. That was not the contract. That was not the contract.
Yeah,
Oh, you are privy
but
That
to
talk
the
about
was
what
not
it
the
contract.
is though.
contract.
Make we talk
You're
about
privy
what
to the
it is. The
contract.
deal. The deal is a futures, right? That's a futures thing where you get to go on now. They signed the agreement to get
To
the
the con-
money based on the projected future revenue.
no.
So guess go on now. But hold on, my general. Where the government get right now, you want to call it a loan, but guess go on now. Where the government really getting is what? The future revenue, right? Where them supposed to get.
But
So
the
it's
sub
like,
the,
but
hold
hold
on,
on, now, it's the same as me
hold on.
supposed to get $1 million in a
You,
probably the next
allow
20 years,
me.
but me get it now.
Hold on. Will you allow me to
Hold
clarify?
on, Mr. Cole. Hold on, Mr. Cole. 1 minute. The substantive question is why the government? What is the reason why the government have to sign that agreement? What is the reason behind the government going into that arrangement?
If invest in the bad road, them we want fix,
What
brother.
would
The road, them
necessitate the government
no,
to sell 12
invest.
consecutive years of revenue? What was the reason behind that?
Because if we never fix it, if we not fix it on the campaign, so the road them want fix, brother. So we have to fix them. We have to get money to fix them, brother.
Okay.
Did you know that there was a
Okay, Mr.
national
Vegas.
road fund?
Thank you. Thank
Did
you for
you,
that.
Mr. Vegas? Mr.
Because
Vegas,
what has
did you
happened
know
now?
there was a national road
The
fund that Mr.
government
Andrew and
has
his
no
family?
money. The government is
Eh?
broke. The government
Did you
is
know,
broke.
Mr. Vegas?
Mr.
No,
Blair,
hold on,
If the government wasn't
guys,
broke,
guys,
the
one
guys.
second,
What
government
one,
would
government?
one
not
second,
have
the
to
motor.
enter in that agreement.
Mr.
No,
Blair,
The
it
government is
funny.
broke.
All right,
The
you tell the
government is
government.
broke.
All right, fine. I don't know why for come lead a broke
Government is
country.
broke because
We
if
no,
the
we no,
government
we
never
no.
broke, the
Hold on,
government
no.
would not have to
Mr.
enter
Blair,
into that agreement.
Mr.
You
Blair,
hear
I
what
want
Mr.
to
Vegas
ask you,
said? Them
Mr.
want the
Blair,
money to group, them want the money to fix the road. And
Mr.
them not
Blair,
have nowhere to get no money from. So them sell that.
Mr. Blair,
Government is broke.
me have to laugh, and you know why me have to laugh?
No, because the truth
Say.
lick you.
Now, what on, Mr. Blair, man? You can't say what you want to say. You know me have to laugh because every time when I talk, me have to laugh. How come the economy now grow, as you say, and things is so bad, but yet still the government able to do so much little things? the government still able to buy the bus them. I don't want to hear this, you know. But may I ask it, you know? I want to genuinely answer me. But you me an idiot, I want some
You're dodging the question when he says that the government is broke. You're dodging that question though.
The country, what are no eagle? The government is, the country and the government is broke. But yet still, the government still had a fixed road without borrow money. The government
When the
have
borrowing,
built road
but it's
without
okay.
borrow
The
money.
borrowing just borrowed the money a while ago from the airport.
Borrow which money?
No, that's his money. Your money.
That's not his money.
Borrow from the airport, brother.
Yeah, your money where you have to get.
Money that was.
It's futures for general.
If you say that.
It's borrow the government, borrow the money.
It's where you get it now. Yeah, get it now.
The government that's your partner.
No, it's where you get it now.
It's my
How
money.
can you get something that you don't earn?
No, it's the future. That's why. Listen me. That's the futures. That's why it's called future.
Brother. All of the argument about the government that borrow money from your shenanigans, brother.
Yes, man. It's money where them
if me had a show, hold on.
Clearly don't understand how accounting works.
But hold on,
This whole argument what they're going on here, you clearly do not understand how accounts work.
JR, hold on, JR. If me, I do a show for a man, and the man is, if you give me 50%, he give me the whole 100% brethren. That means say me borrow the money from the man brethren. I mean, I make a thing just.
And if you don't show up, if you don't show up for the show, if you don't show up for the show, what happens? If you don't show up for the show, what happens?
Who's them not gonna show up?
Yes, yeah.
Who's
No,
them
if
not
you
gonna
don't show
show
up for
up?
the show, what happens?
The government place is there, and I'm not ready to show up, you know.
No, Vegas, that's the question now, because if I pay you upfront,
Brother, where you saying that make sense, brother?
okay, so if you don't show up for the show, what happens? What happens?
Brother,
No, that's a what he meant. Why didn't
the government go in the consolidated funds and provide the money to fix the road? And provide the money
the government already has $40 billion from the consolidated funds. No, but the government already,
the last budget of 1.3 billion the other day had a shortfall of $45 billion.
Don't keep on that. I mean, I know what the shortfall.
There was no money to capitalize the road improvement project. So they had to go.
That is not true.
The money.
That
you are
is
spending
not
money now.
That is not true. That is not true. Yeah, man, we are calm.
Yeah, man.
Mr. Vegas, let me say this to Mr. Blair. Land.
Yeah. I am a landlord, right? And I rent out a building. Physically rent out a building. I supposed to call it monthly, if you call it my rent. And if I go to my tenant, January morning come, and said, I need a year worth of rent, can you assist me by giving me that year worth of rent? That was not in the contract. It's technically
Yeah, but y'all keep playing with semantics because when you talk about business and finance, there is political shenanigans all going on with there. Because Big Man, let me explain something to you. How the rich say, if I own 2 buildings and I go to my tenants and say, here what, instead of paying me $1,000 a month, give me $800 a month for 2 years, I could now go to a bank and say, here what, I want that building. And I know leverage. It is called leveraging because you know what he's doing is now he's do not have excessive debt on his head to pay. And you're missing that point. At the end of the day here, what who's JLP and who's PNP? Let me put that aside. We're talking about good governance and good practice. And what the man is doing is not taking external debt and putting the country in a further hole.
But let me say
JR, you are wrong. You are wrong. The government at this time
we give up
2 trillion 300 billion. That is the debt in the country at this time.
So what?
How much it was when he came in?
2 trillion.
$2 trillion when he took it 2016. Carl,
So
you
the
ask
debt,
that question every
the
day, no,
debt
Carl.
has
And you
increased
say I'm
by
going to research it, no,
$300 billion.
Carl.
But you guys are saying the government is broke. How can a broke government run a country?
No foolishness them at all,
But
man.
how
But
can
I
I
want to
broke
say this to
government
Mr. I want to say this to
Yeah,
Dr.
Yeah,
you
the
Boone.
have
government,
to people that broke government in
hold
a
on.
country.
The
yeah,
government
You want
collect
to
over
remind you of
900.
broke
The
government in a
government
country?
have a
yes.
budget. The government have a budget of
1987.
1.3 trillion. The government collect tax
1987.
revenue.
Dr. Cool, hold on, let me believe
Mr.
what you.
Cole, hold on. The government have a budget of 1.3 trillion. The government collect 900 billion.
So how them broke?
To tax. Hold on, man. Hold on. Listen first before you answer. Because I know why you answer to me now. The government have a budget of 1.3 trillion. The government revenue collected through taxation is $900 billion. Two
Right, so
grand.
right.
Hold on, man.
Hold on, stop
Hold
this.
on,
Stop
hold
this.
on,
Stop it.
hold
Hold on,
on,
stop
man.
no,
Let me
stop no,
finish the
stop no.
point before you answer.
How
No
can
answer
somebody
yet.
hold on now?
Make
No
it
How
land
can
answer
motive.
yet.
somebody or an entity
No,
with
you can't
900
answer to one
billion?
minute.
Oh, maybe
Make
just
me
want to stop
finish.
right there. So let's stop right
No,
there. Let's
make me
not stress
finish. No,
this.
you're not
Make it
getting me
land
ready,
motive.
sir.
All right, got you.
Finish, make me finish, man.
Make me finish the point.
All
The
right, finish the
government,
point, Mr. Blair.
the government revenue collection is $900 billion, of which there is a VAT share of 45 billion. The government
Uh-huh.
gives another 150 billion through grants and through the National Housing Trust. That left a balance of $350 billion. Where does the government get that additional $350
You
Hold
want
on,
to
billion
tell
hold
you
on,
where
hold
we
on,
get
Mr.
it?
if they
I
do not
can't tell you
borrow it?
where.
Him ask me now.
Might I love giving the chance to answer the
Yeah,
question.
man, but more a
Yeah,
quick
man,
thing too.
give me the chance,
More a
please.
quick thing to and pass the mic.
The shortfall has gone to UNO. The government it projects that they will collect X amount in a tax. You know what happened? The government collect more than what them projected to collect.
But
So
a
the
quick thing.
shortfall is filled.
A
That
quick
was
thing.
what
Dan,
happened.
Because hold on, the argument is that
That was what
government is
happened.
broke, right?
So
First
no,
thing first.
Mr. Blair, you're supposed to know how them things are work.
All right, but
And
hold on,
that
now.
happened.
Carl,
The government
As
over
JR
Carl,
Maris
collect.
are saying, no,
Carl,
let me
Carl.
talk. Hold
Don't
on,
go
man.
there, sir.
what you
Hold on,
Don't go
man.
answer
there,
Beg
a
you
sir.
10
while
second,
ago?
no.
Answer to what
Yeah,
me
beg you
What
10
you
ask.
second, man. Beg you 10
while
second,
ago,
man.
Carl?
Hold on, brother. Because as JR Maris are say, we there talk about finance and we not to calculate the maths properly. Now, what's this now? The argument is the government is broke. Fine. How can a government that is collecting 900 billion in taxes be broke? And also, does the government of Jamaica have a net international reserve and all them something there? Me just ask.
Cannot be touched. No, the NIR cannot be touched.
The,
You
Hold
go
the
on,
check everything.
no.
NIR
That's
is
not the
for
point. That's not the
emergency
point.
purpose.
Hold on, no. Don't say
The
cannot be touched.
NIR is for emergency
Man.
purpose.
That's the
The
hold on. Listen
question
to
I
me
am
now. Hold on,
asking
brother.
you,
Hold on,
where did
brother.
the government get
Hold
the
on,
other
man. Brother, just hold on, man. You know, you
$350
talk a while
billion
ago, man. And you say
to
Dan,
me,
cover the
put up your run. Put
1.3
up your
hold
billion?
on, brother. Just
Budget.
display
irritant in
some
the back.
decorum, man. Hold
Up
on.
your run.
Me
Put up
listen
your
you a while
irritant in
ago.
the back.
Me listen you a
The
while ago, you
balance
know.
out the PNP versus
No, me
JLP.
listen you a while ago. You said the
Dan,
government is
Yo,
broke.
put up your Richard in the back.
No,
Balance
hold on,
out
no,
the
man. Let me
JLP
make my
versus
point,
the
please. Let me make my point. No, you said the government is broke. So that's the angle I'm speaking to you from. So what me I say now is that how can you say a government is broke when them a collect over 900 billion, as you say, right? Plus, they actually have
you Richard, big up yourself.
so many international quote unquote insurance policies against disaster. Them have the international
Yo,
reserve.
you're not
Them have
nothing make
hold on,
sense. General, yo,
brother,
you're
hold
not
on, man.
nothing make sense.
two,
Make
two.
sense.
Hold on.
Brother,
No,
man.
You're not nothing make
Brother,
sense.
no, you
Start
not,
talk
point
make
now.
no, you're
sense.
not.
Let me make my
That's
point
not
now.
a
Let me
sense.
make
Make
my
no
point.
sense. You can't make a talk
Brother,
garbage.
hold on, man. Stop
You're
talking.
not making any sense.
Let me finish
No,
here.
you're
You
not
are
making
not
no
making
sense.
any sense.
Hold
You
on, let me
making
finish
land,
now, man.
Richard. You.
Hold on, let me land, man. Let me land. So when me I say now, you say a government broke, but everything
Yeah.
what you saw a while ago, you know proof say them broke.
The government shower shortfall of $58 billion last quarter last year. The government budget of $45 billion shortfall that are 90, almost $100 billion. The government tax and project they don't collect it. You stupid ass. You know what?
Come in, bro, you come out. All you come out is things.
Moderator.
All this money come out, so see.
Yeah, moderator.
Yo, Sean, stop. Gentlemen.
Confine your language, man.
Deal with that moderator. Because you're not emotional man.
So me tell you say Sean, them man don't come for disrespect your platform, brother. I'm messing up platform, brother.
That's true.
Brother, you need reason with people and have a good conversation, brother. You don't need them man to come mash up your platform, brother.
Yeah, man, that's true, man.
With that said, I am out, brother. I am out. Big up yourself. Big up yourself, Sean Stam.
Yeah, man.
You go waste, man, and come
You know, one question I would like to ask.
Nobody like to have the disrespectful either. So, yo, big up yourself in a Sean. Anyway, thing go. Man, that's how
Be your badness.
Yeah, bless upon yourself.
One question I would like to ask though. If the accounting of Jamaica government is so bad, why did this international body take all your finance minister and go with him? If he's doing such a bad job.
JR, me kind of analyze your stupidness and your sound. Honestly, me no want disrespect. Me say, listen me. What you ask are gonna make nothing make sense. What you ask a while are gonna make nothing name sense. Boy, me
So
by
nothing will make sense.
Yeah.
It now gonna make sense to you.
You know the country, you mess with the country now. What you mean by Jamaica run good? Jamaica run
Yes, man. Run good.
Hey, listen, my man.
You don't live there, so you can't say anything.
That's
Jamaica run good.
That's your assumption.
Yes, people are struggle. The whole of we are struggle. Me are struggle for pay my bills, but it are run good. The whole of we are struggle.
Listen.
What about now dead for hungry?
And this is something that I don't seem to understand.
But
Jamaicans sometimes feel like isolated.
You're not talking to make sense.
JR, you know what me not understand with them with these people. It amazes me. How come the country run so bad and the country broke and mash up, but yet still them want to come run it? Me only want to come run and mash up broke country. How come?
You know, you
understand.
You act like a 2-year-old baby.
Yeah, man. What you are saying. You want to come run and broke. Do the maths now. The country broke, mash up, done. But yet still, you want to come run it. Me
who said the country have a corrupt prime minister? The country have a corrupt prime minister.
Yeah, but we prefer to have a corrupt prime minister.
No, that's a
more than a white boy.
You want to keep them as flesh of land.
No, sure.
You want to keep them as flesh of land.
We don't want a white, we don't want a slave master over. We don't want a man who is slave, we ancestors. And that's where we run from. We don't want a slave master. The rule way.
You're running to Jamaica next year.
Slave my ancestors. I mean, now stop talking.
You Richard.
Yeah, we still a slave. Yeah,
do not acknowledge anybody with the You Richard. You Richard. You Richard. You Richard. Do not respond to anyone.
None of you have answered the question which I asked.
Don't respond to anybody.
I never raised this in the 90s. I never raised this in the 90s. I raise this now. It shall always talk. Any platform where me there on it, I go talk. So whether you don't like hear it, yes or no, I go hear it, or no, why I have to hug it up. We never raised since 1990 when time we not doing to
the People's National Party because.
It never raised this when time we not doing to Seago, but it raises now. Go away.
And the stronger the party because.
Go away.
I know you answer not answer.
No, Mr. Seago, no, I'm not born here. No.
Him don't ban here. With Carl
no,
and
Mr. Seago don't ban here.
Carl, mute your mic. Mute your mic.
Me nah mute.
The question I is
you Blair.
Mark Goldman, son of slave master.
Do not respond to anyone within a racist comment.
Me no want a slave master. I'm body for you know. Now, it was racist when I was Seago. But I'm racist.
Stop it. The restaurant.
Me is a racist. Me a racist. Me racist.
Never involved in slavery.
Racist. And I only teach for me racist.
I agree.
I agree.
Come on, Carl. Come on, Carl.
Me is a racist. Me is a racist.
Yeah, man.
I
Yeah,
agree.
man. Fucking program together.
Comrade Cole. Me is a racist. Me
Comrade Cole.
racist.
Comrade Cole,
Me is
mute.
a
Mute
racist.
Comrade Cole. Make him talk.
Anybody
Make him
else
talk.
to run this
Yeah, make him talk.
country,
Everybody make him
not
talk.
racist Mark Golding, not white
Yeah.
boy Mark Golding. Anybody
Well,
else.
stop it.
Well,
Make him talk.
It's how you
I'm going to say what I'm demonize say I go
Comrade Cole, leave him
party.
no man.
none of
Comrade
you
Cole,
need to
let him
stop
know.
it. None of you
Comrade
never
Cole,
say
let
stop
him
it.
mute.
But I'm not
Mute Comrade Cole.
demonize say I go. None of you never did say stop it.
We
But
not
now-
tell you to stop
but
what you
now
do.
everything, oh, no,
Not
we're
to
saying-
stop tell lie.
none of you stop it. BJ Patterson was a cheerleader.
Mr. Cole, mute.
BJ
Mr. Cole, make him
Patterson was a
talk. Mr. Cole.
cheerleader. Where?
Mr. Cole, make him talk. Mr. Cole,
Where?
let him make him talk.
Every platform there for me, I send a message here. Me, I send it. Me race it. Race first. Race first. So the time when you come with the fool argument, when you go and hear this, and I have to allow it, hug it up. For me, no about no. All not.
All right.
We say no slave master call Lewis.
I listened, JR was having a conversation earlier on, JR. And JR was justifying the expenditure of future spending.
I
But
wasn't
JR
justifying, I was explaining. It's a difference.
explaining, yes. JR, where in any good economy you go about spending your future income? Who does that?
What's the difference between spending your future income and taking a loan?
Come
Explain
again?
that. What's the
Come again?
difference between
Now, good
spending
question,
your future
Jia.
earnings and taking a loan? And if you're asking it from a listen, just now, wait, hold up, hold up, hold up, hold up.
Let the man answer you, no man.
Let me answer you.
Wait,
Let the man
the
answer you.
question is not
Let me
finished.
answer you.
Call Lewis, shut
No,
up.
When you take let me answer you, JR. When you take a loan, you take a loan under certain condition. The loan that you take is gonna benefit your enterprise more than what you're gonna
that's a
pay out for that loan.
misconception. That's a misconception, and clearly you don't
But you
understand.
hear the justification when
JR,
you take a
JR,
loan
listen.
and take your own
JR,
money. Which one
When
better?
you take a loan, JR. When you take a loan,
Which
when
one
you take
better?
a loan,
I
JR.
want you can't swim. Call
When
Lewis,
you take
stop
a
the
loan, JR.
The
You take a
loan,
loan.
are your
You
own
take
money.
a loan.
Which one better?
Can't
That will
swim.
put
I don't know
you.
nothing you talk
That
about.
will
Mr. Richards,
accomplish what you.
don't go down film level, man. Don't go down film level. Let him talk, no, man.
Which one
When you
better?
take a loan,
Take a
JR.
loan.
Call Lewis.
Take a loan.
and take your
I'm
own money.
responding to JR.
Which one
I'm
is
responding
better?
to JR.
Yeah, respond to whether me or have a content.
When you take a loan,
for me
JR,
there.
you take a loan under condition that at the end of the day, that loan will put you in a better position than you paying back for that loan. No
That's
one
a
go
that's
about
that's a
Nonsense,
misconception.
it's
JR,
a
Misconception.
principle.
Listen,
JR,
big man, let
Spend
me
your
explain
future.
something to you.
1, 2, 3, 4
When you're
of them up
talking
here are
about
PNP.
financing,
JR,
how you
4 of them
finance
up here are
projects and
PNP.
how your
And they are
books
spin
are
that. What are they, JR?
balanced.
Let me say this to
When
you and
you
make you
take a loan,
understand.
just now, Carl, hold a second. But you're coming at me, so let me respond to him. When you take a loan, it goes on your books as debt. When you have debt, you know what
You're
that does?
fool.
You know what that does?
Take your own money. Take
Yes,
out
but it
your own
does.
money. Which one better?
But it does.
Well, if you have to ask me that, then you clearly don't understand how
No, but
finance works. There's a difference between a loan that goes on your book
JR,
and
you
debt. And
obviously
if you
don't
take,
understand. When you take
what's that?
all on JR, all a loan does, it's increase your asset
All alone does is to put you in
proportional
debt.
to your liability.
All alone though is to
A
put
loan
you into
increase
debt.
your assets.
All
A loan
alone
increase
though
your
is to put
assets
you into debt.
commensurate with your
All
liability.
alone though is to put you into debt. That's what
Carl.
it does to you. All alone.
You understand, JR?
Into debt.
Leading in a call.
You understand, JR?
You know, we
Alone-
have been a good conversation.
All
Increase your
alone
assets
though is to put you into
commensurate
debt.
with your liability.
When you take your
Okay,
own
let me
money,
ask you
which one
something.
better?
When you go for a loan, when you go for a loan,
Mr. Cole.
when you go for a loan, just now, when you go for a loan,
You
and
have
you're
to
facing the
content with me,
institution,
man. You don't
and you
like
go for a
the
loan,
racist.
what does
You
the
have to
institution ask you?
apologize for
We want to
what
hear what Mr. JR is saying, Carl. Because
I didn't hear you, JR. I didn't hear you, JR.
If you scenario, you
Yeah,
work in
big
an
up, big up.
institution and you ask for a loan, what is the institution is going to ask you for?
Can I add one thing?
JR, you know, since it's a joke. I don't want to call it up. What are the church? What are the church? I don't want to
Mute the mic for a minute, brother.
But you know, there's a madman that you ask me. If you
I
have
I
your own
respond
money,
to you, JR. That alone, what
I
a
didn't
loan
hear
does,
you.
it increase your assets commensurate
alone
with
put
your
you in a
liability.
more debt.
So it's not an issue.
Where you have to pay
At the end of
interest.
the day, you ensure that the loan you're taking
A
is
loan
going
do
to put
not
you in a
increase
better
your
position.
assets. A loan
Alone put you
increase your
in a
cash
debt.
flow.
Debts.
A
When
loan
you
does
use
not
your own
increase your
money, nothing
assets. It
wrong with that.
increase your cash
The
flow. But
debt tax is our money.
Hold on there, hold
at
on there,
what
Carl. You know you're a bad boy. Hold on there.
Can I add something?
I'm not a bad
No,
boy.
man,
listen,
you're like Churchill.
I'm not want
when
to
you
pay
take a
people
loan,
come
a
to catch what
loan
them
does
do with
not
Chicago in the
You're not
90s.
you're
And
like
believe them, they
Churchill.
can just say, oh no, we're scared now. Them
Hey,
My
forgot.
father,
Carl Lewis. Carl
my
Lewis,
father
don't push your beat, bro.
Banya,
You fucking
You
don't
my
push your
Richard,
beat,
father
Carl.
Banya.
I will
don't
never,
go down there, you Richard.
I
Gentlemen,
will
Don't
never
go
get
down
a
there.
lesson and
come on,
apologize.
You Richard, don't go down there.
we're bigger than
I
that.
will
Yes,
never
my
apologize.
apology,
But you
Carl.
want,
Every
but you want
platform
to
I
Sean,
listen to
speak
Carl,
on,
the
Sean,
I
Sean,
motherfucking
will,
mute
night.
I
man,
will
Sean.
talk the
Mute
racist.
everybody.
And
Every
would have put a
platform.
bank and
Mute
Yo,
everybody.
the man ain't
You
get
know,
back
you
to thing
know, you know,
together,
you
man.
know, you know, wicked it was when time when I demonized Mr. Siago in the
Mr. Lewis,
90s.
you're
And I
getting
come
too
attack, but
personalized now,
no
man.
Man,
Let's go
demonize.
back to the topic now.
hold on
Demonize
there,
a
Carl Lewis.
boy.
Make we get the thing
all,
back together.
all,
All right,
Mr.
Churchill just
Siaga,
come on the panel.
me
Make we hear what you
Banya.
have to say.
You
Make
could
we,
have talked
make
in
we,
all the
make we,
them that
make
put
we
your mouth.
talk. If you don't
Me
want
never
civilized
Banya.
discussion, we have to address the racist thing on a deal with Mr. Siago in the
All
90s.
right. Let me address it. Everybody move to the mic. Let me address it. Mr. Siago did no Banya. You
Yes, for
allow the
what?
CIA to analyze the Jamaican people by flooding Jamaica with gun. Mr. Siago was a butcher to Jamaica.
Okay, fine. Okay, and that's
Butcher.
okay.
Yes.
Mark Golding Barnia, but his mother
Yes.
side of family was
Yes. All in great
own a lot of
grandfather
slaves.
Banya.
Mark Golding family, Mark Golding ancestors was slave masters. Siago ancestors
Can
was no
somebody
slave
take
master
that
at
for
no
me?
time.
Let the party leader be
And that
pursue
is
him.
true.
Hey, wait, no, man. Hey, cool. Yes, listen, this minute, man. Hey, JR, let me ask you something, JR. Supposing that, look here, so if them, hey, JR got a car. Come on, ask him, say,
Let me make a point before you talk, please.
all right, go on.
Mr. Ingram is an accountant, and he might talk about Jamaica spending.
I wonder who could have make him account for them.
Hold on the car.
Just ignore, Carl, man. You're nice and make it just ignore. Just
Me
like
just
you're a football.
say leader.
Yeah.
Hold
I
on,
don't know.
hold on,
Our color pam
hold
pam
on,
green
brethren.
and orange.
Hold on.
You don't have
So,
to content with me for any program I want to see.
And you have got
Unless
content with we, Mr. Siago no
me
Banya.
no
He was the
problem.
butcher of
When
the
the demon
hold
Caribbean.
was
on,
Siago
brethren.
right through the 90s,
He
and
was the
because of
butcher
that,
of the
me blood a
Caribbean.
boil.
Mr.
And
Hold
for
on.
I
Siago
know
was
get
the
it.
butcher of the
Hold on.
Every
Caribbean.
opportunity we get the races. You think you gonna see not yet?
And
They're
every
gonna
opportunity we
intensify.
get. Hey,
Hold on.
Carl, see what I talk about, you know. You know, see
Think
what
you
I
gonna
tell
see
me
not
about
yet?
bleach and
I
hot
think
oil.
you
You
gonna
know,
see
see
not
that?
yet?
You know,
You're
see
not
that?
wait, man.
You know, see that young boy, they want to buy.
Hold
Only
on.
not see
You
that
know, see
yet.
that?
When I think
Hold
when
on.
I see
You know,
races
see that?
start, when I
Hold
think
on
when
there,
the
Carl.
races start
Carl and
started,
Mr.
Mr.
Cole.
Cole,
Carl,
Mr. Cole, left him on the man, Mr. Cole.
when you talk away,
when I
he
think
can't
when
be
the
about
races start yet,
Mr. Cole,
when the boy
Mr. Cole, if
see,
you are
when the
engaged,
boy
Mr. Cole,
see
you
something
told
Yeah,
in the
man.
week, the
Hold
races
on.
Listen,
start.
man, they know been take none yet.
Mr. Cole,
It is
When the
a
boy
bus
see
tablet.
something in the
like him.
week,
Call
the
up Mr.
races
Cole.
Mr.
Hold
start.
on there, no. Where say
Mr.
Mr.
Cole,
Cole?
ignore
When the
Mr. Cole,
pray,
what kind of
when the
pam
pray
pam
that
call
the
up?
races carry on the play pass here, gonna go.
Mr. Cole, Mr. Cole, Mr. Cole,
When the
Mr. Cole,
pray,
Pam, you have a trade in
me.
money, man.
Mr. Cole, ignore no man.
When I have to apologize before it
You
can.
got
Carl,
apologize. Hey, you
Carl,
apologize.
turn
Hey,
on your camera
hey,
and show a pam pam the way you jump up with. You're not split like Sharon.
Mr. Cole,
Hold
Mr.
on.
Cole,
Hold
Mr.
on. Hold
Cole,
Yeah,
on.
but that's something, you know.
I
Mr.
just want
Cole.
to make one point clear.
Wait, Churchill,
Ingram
wait,
asked about
Churchill. Let me
Ingram
apologize to
asked
me. Let me
about
Howard,
apologize to Carl. No, Carl, me
Ingram.
I gotta
Sean,
apologize.
Howard
Wait a
back
minute.
there, Sean.
Carl, me I gotta apologize for
All
my
right.
four parents were selling in a slavery. Me apologize for that. That's how good thing me can apologize for. My
Oh,
four parents were selling in a
you
slavery.
not take the responsibility for your white leader. When
Hold
Me
the
on.
say me
family are slave
apologize for
master.
my four parents
Guys.
were
Oh,
selling in a
you
slavery.
prefer to give away your black brother
I
and chat foolishness. I prefer my dog bite me more than the white man dog bite me. As a
Hold
So
one.
on, Mr.
Carl, so
Hold on,
Carl,
Mr. Fiaga beat, you
so
know.
Carl, like
Hold
how your poor parents, well, my poor
See me
parents
camera,
and
see me
sell
camera,
road.
I'm a
You
camera,
apologize for
in
that?
my living room.
Carl,
Oh, see
Carl,
me camera,
Carl,
I see me
Carl,
face, yeah. Me not hide.
Carl,
See me
Carl.
camera, yeah. Me not me sit down in my
Yeah,
living
man,
room.
may I agree. You
You have
got
a
the
living
answer
room
in
there.
the room door. Carl, I agree and you have the answer
No,
in
me
the
not
room.
make good. Make
Carl,
own business.
Carl,
Me
Carl,
never
like
have
you
a
poor
criminal
This morning.
where?
Hold on,
Carl,
hold
like
on.
you poor parents.
Can I make my point, please?
Carl,
Can I
Leave
make
the
well,
my
I'm
people
point?
Mr. Church.
argument
Carl,
and
like
don't
you
pull the
poor
fight.
parents.
man.
Carl,
Leave
Mr.
the
Cole,
people
left him,
like
Mr.
argument.
poor
Cole, man.
parents. Well,
Hold
my
on.
poor
Cole.
parents and
Leave
doing
the
that.
Mr. Cole,
argument.
left him.
Oh, my apologize to me.
Tapping
I'm
eyes,
me poor,
phone.
you know.
Tapping eyes, man.
Apologize to me, Carl.
Apologize to you about what?
Your
Hold
poor
on,
parents
hold
in
on,
Africa
hold on.
want my poor parents
Leave
and
it
sell away.
there.
Apologize to me for that.
Your sister is a dog. Your sister is a
No,
dog to
leave
the
that,
vomit.
man. Leave that.
Your sister
Leave that.
is a dog to the vomit. Or is a
Leave
dog
that.
to the vomit.
Hold on. Hold
Only
on,
man,
man.
white man. Me rather my dog bite me.
See,
Hold on,
Rather my
Carl.
black people put me in a
Carl,
slave more than a
Carl,
white boy.
all right, the game I go start again,
Yeah,
Carl.
the game
Mute your
never
mic.
start. The
I'm here
white, the
like
racist
cheerleader. Me
can't
have
ever
one orange
start.
one. Mute your
Every
mic.
time when you see me,
Carl,
the only way to
Carl,
talk
I'm
is
here
you
like
come
cheerleader.
out
Me
from
have
apology.
one
Shut up now.
Carl,
Carl,
I'm going to
Come on, let me
pump
get back
hold
thing
up that
together.
mouth.